What's up, guys? Welcome back, and I'm Colin, and I'd like to welcome you to No Limits Outdoors. Today I'm going to show you the final product of me and Chase's boat. Right here we have our rods and the rod holders. That bag right there is our tackle. This is that extra set of oars that I told you about in the video yesterday. Speaking of the video yesterday, I pretty much just did a video of me inflating this boat. It is pretty much a great boat if you're gonna go in small places, not far out. But I do have an anchor in this bag. That was included in the last video. A dry pack, and it has paddle holders on each side of the boat. These yellow ropes that you see everywhere, these are to secure my bag. This one's to secure this rod, and this one is to secure this rod. We're probably gonna fish small places, maybe some bass fishing, but to bass fish, we need some baits. So I will be showing you pretty much all of my baits. Enjoy. So the first thing we have in our tackle bag is a fish grabber. Now, this is for when we catch a catfish or some kind of spiny fish that's too big or slippery to hold. So we'll keep this in the front pocket. The next thing we have is the next pocket. We keep our pliers and all of our bags of baits. This is our, I don't know, like cheap grub kind of bag. We probably won't use that too often. And this is my jig trailer, so I'll get into my jig later. The next pocket that we have is all of our tackle. So we have our hard bait and wire bait box, our soft plastic freshwater jig box, and our freshwater soft plastic box. Mostly all of these baits are for bass fishing. But the box that I showed you earlier is more for smaller fish. As you can see, it has all these little tiny baits. We're gonna use that maybe for perch fishing. But the first box that I showed you was our hard bait and wired bait box. So, the things that we have in here, we have jitterbugs, a sexy shad crankbait, and a chartreuse crankbait. We also have spinner baits in here, and a spoon in there. The next box is the small freshwater box. In here we have little weights, corks, small worm hooks, jig heads, jigs. We have white grubs and white bait fish. We have chartreuse kind of glitter bait fish and chartreuse kind of glitter grubs. So that's that. We have red and white tubes and green and chartreuse tubes, yellow grubs, pink grubs, and 2 stringers, a small ruler, we have these little spinners. We have one in that pink and purple and one in green. And that will be it for this box. Now, here's the box that you'll probably see us using the most, or it'll be the last box that I showed you. So this is where we keep all of our loose soft plastics that aren't in those bags, so like our craw and our lizards. These are our frogs, of course, for bass fishing. We have little shad-like baits, swim baits, and we have some ribbit toads. In here, we have almost like a fluke, but it's a straight tail, and a curled tail worm. And over here we have a stringer and my jig, which goes with these. These are the trailers, and as you can see, that is the trailer on there, right there. That's the craw right there. So that pretty much does it for our baits. And that's it for the boxes. So our bag has pliers, soft plastics, hard plastics, and any other supplies that we might need. So have the fish grabber in case of a very hard fish to grab comes our way. So let me go and talk about the boat a little bit more. Hey guys, me and my brother are in the boat. This is Chase.
Hello.
And we are pretty comfortable in this boat. We still have space in between us. He'll be paddling in the back though. That is the front of the boat, and the oars are on the side. But he will be using these long oars that I put together, and he'll be steering in the back. This is my rod and that rod holder, and this is his rod and that rod holder, mainly because he'll normally be in the back. The rods fit pretty good in here. They still have some space to move around, which is okay. We have our anchor in there with our repair kit that came with the boat. It comes with a few patches in case we get a hole somewhere, a dry pack, and as I said before, these little ropes to keep our stuff down and tied down in the boat, so that way if we do fall over or flip over, then everything is still safe and we don't lose anything. Now, I'm going to show you the oars on the side. The oars that came with the boat have a slight problem. It's not a huge problem, but it's a time problem. When this whole oar goes into that oar lock right there. But the only thing is that this is very hard to slide off and on. So I have to slide this on, and now, from now on, I have to completely unscrew this from that, and then put it all into that, and then screw it inside so that this locks it from going out of the boat, so it would be angled like this, so that way it doesn't fall out. But at the same time, you can't take it off very well, which I guess is okay, because then it's really hard to for the paddles to fall out. But let me show you the process that I have to do. So the process of putting these oars on is a little difficult. The first thing I had to do when I put these oars together, they came with the boat, so they're pretty cheap, but they're good enough for our job. Now, I had to hammer these on with my hands, and it was very difficult. So now, what I do instead, I have to unscrew this, take it completely off, slide that through there, through the oar lock, and screw it back on while it's in the oar lock. So this can be a little time consuming, but it works. And after they're screwed in, the oars work the same as any would. Very easy to move around though. So these chafing pads stop from rubbing against the boat or doing any damage so that it can pop. The front is a little bigger than it should be. It could have been used for more room, but it's still pretty comfortable and it's a good seat. I haven't tried the splash pack, but maybe I'll try it in another video. I showed you my baits, and that's pretty much all we're gonna be using in our videos. This is our bag, and it'll be in the middle or in the back, because Chase will probably be sitting in the back. Hand me the paddles, Chase. Chase will be sitting in the back, steering and paddling. He said he was comfortable here, and if he sat here, he might be able to maneuver the paddles, but he might get stopped by this rod holder, which is a slight problem, but it's okay. So if he goes back here, he can still do this without too much interference. So that'll be it for this video, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.